Canal 54, su canal de opinión.
Please remember, July 18th, a special investigative report, the Presidential Police, LADIS, and the Supreme Court. They are the same. There's no difference. The Presidential Police is under the Poder Judicial, okay? Human rights abuses, extortion, and beatings. If you don't understand beatings, it's golpizas. This is abuso de confianza with the Presidential Police. And please, vamos a mi cara muy rápido. Please remember, we receive information from OIOTA, the Corte Suprema, Tribunals de Justicias, and from many sources. They give us this information because they do not trust, no tienen ninguna confianza en La Nación, the República, La Dia, Channel 7, etc. They are controlled by the hermanos Arias. So, in this program, we have a lot of information. So, vamos a su pantalla, muy rápido. And please remember, the information in this program was supplied by investigators, directors, and workers from the public sector and the government. We receive information from the OIOTA. This is like the FBI. We receive information from ICE. This is like the Secret Service. We receive information and we have interviews, entrevistas, with the directors and funcionarios or officials in these, in the Supreme Court. Tribunals de Justice, okay? Also AMNET. Please remember, a lot of spying and extortion with the Presidential Police. And with interviews with the victims of the Presidential Police, LADIS, with the hope to restore democracy and human rights to the citizens of Costa Rica. We have asked Jose Miguel Insula for help. Say no to the violence of the Presidential Police of Laura Chinchilla, Oscar Arias, Rodrigo Arias, and Luis Paulino Mora, okay? We are also asking Mr. Andrew Randolph, with UNESCO, help stop the beatings and extortions of citizens by the Presidential Police, LADIS. Also the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights. We are asking the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights to stop flagrant human rights abuses of Laura Chinchilla, Rodrigo Arias, Oscar Arias, Luis Paulino Mora, of the President of the Supreme Court. They are la misma cosa. We are also asking Paola, Luz, Felipe, Claire, Paula, Florentine, Victor, and Melanie Blackwell in Washington, D.C. We have a petition with the courts in Washington, D.C. to help stop the abuse and violence with the hermanos Arias. Also, we have written Benedictus, the Pope, and Archbishop Hugo Barantes. Please help the victims in Costa Rica. Vamos a mi cara muy rápido. Okay? And please, Archbishop Hugo Barantes, tenemos problemas con LADIS en las iglesias ahora. Presently, LADIS, or the Presidential Police, they are threatening, ellos están amenazando estudiantes in the Iglesia Santa Teresita, outside of the church, afuera de la iglesia, and also with Padre Marin in la Iglesia Carmen in Cartago. Please, Senor Hugo Barantes, please help stop this abuse, these threats, and harassment or hostigamiento with students who are taking English classes. Okay? We need, the people here in Costa Rica need your help. LADIS and the hermanos Arias, they have no respect or dignity for anybody. All right, so let's continue. Please remember, vamos a su pantalla, very short, okay? Please remember that the DIS, Presidential Police, they work inside of the Casa Presidencial. They threaten citizens, persecution of periodistas, intervention of telephones, extorsión de familias, chantajear empresarios, and violence, mucha violencia. Additionally, always remember the presidential police, LADIS, respond exclusively to the orders of the presidency. Oscar Arias, Laura Chinchilla, Rodrigo Arias. The presidential police receive, ellos están recibiendo sus órdenes directly from Oscar Arias, Laura Chinchilla, and Rodrigo Arias. They are spying on citizens, ciudadanos, and blackmailing businessmen. Big problems. Also, LADIS, the presidential police, they have espionage, persecution, harassment, and intervention of telephones. This is from the University of Costa Rica, the newspaper. Very important, July 18 de julio. LADIS do not respond to the la rendición de cuentas de nadie. Vamos a mi cara. What does this mean? What is the significado de este? No responde a la rendición de cuentas de nadie. This means the presidential police have total immunity. They can estafar gente, they can beat them, and there are laws to stop them, but the Supreme Court of Luis Paulino Mora, they do not investigate LADIS. This is against or contra Artículo 11 or Article 11 of the political constitution of Costa Rica. This is a group, LADIS, the Supreme Court with Luis Paulino Mora, and with a group of businessmen. They have an oligarchy here, and they repress, beat people, and they blackmail many businesses, okay? So please remember this, July 18th. You cannot investigate LADIS, and this is against the political constitution of Costa Rica. This is the Supreme Court. Corruption in the Supreme Court with these individuals. This is from the Assembly Legislativa. Vamos a su pantalla, otra vez. And this is the Supreme Court. Corruption in the Supreme Court. No rendir la cuenta de LADIS. This is contra articulo. This is against Article 11 of the political constitution. Okay? This is the reason that the hermanos Arias can extorsionar, golpear gente, because cuando la gente se va a la Suprema Corte, ellos están botando los amparos, they throw the reports in the trash. This is from the Assembly Legislativa. The presidential police, Oscar Arias, Rodrigo Arias, Laura Chinchilla, Mora, repeatedly have violated fundamental human rights here in Costa Rica. This is from the Congress. Okay? Now, when Laura Chinchilla was elected president, she promised humility, honesty, and firmness. Is this correct? No. We had a golpe de estado. This is not humility, this is not honest, and this is not being firm. They tried, hermanos Arias, La Nación incluido, they tried a golpe de estado here in Costa Rica for a short time. And continuing, several months ago, Channel 54 uncovers means desenmascaran, 54 desenmascaran, 300 spies, presidential police, LADIS, the MSAP, an extortion ring, una niña de extorsión, inside the government offices. And this was in one of the newspapers. 300 spies of the presidential police, MASAP, in the OIJ, spying and extorsionando la gente. Okay? The DIS, the presidential police, are extorsionando the businessmen and citizens. This has not stopped. Now, please remember, this is near 100 accusations and claims were presented by congressional representatives because LADIS, the presidential police, were espiando contra los deputados. This is totalmente, it's loco, it's loco. Remember, okay, LADIS were spying on the union worker, the syndicalistas. And What was que era the respuesta de Laura Chinchilla? Well, the hierarchy of this, who is the hierarchy? Laura Chinchilla, Oscar Arias, La Nacion, Luis Paulino Mora, Rodrigo Arias, and the Sama Group. The Sama Group, they control información in La Nacion. And usually, la información in La Nacion is mentiras, disinformation, because they own La Nacion and they are part of the abuse of human rights in Costa Rica. The hierarchy of the D's affirms, remember, affirms, we only investigate figures of organized crime. Is this the truth? No. The Hermanos Arias, Laura Chinchilla, they are blackmailing representatives of the business sector. This is from the Prensa Libre. And no rendir la cuenta. You cannot investigate la DIS. This is against the political constitution. The Luis, ¿cómo se llama? Luis Paulino Mora, él es bloqueando los amparos about extorsión con la DIS. Here's another. Okay, the deputados were being spied on by the presidential police. Ordens directly from Oscar Arias, Laura Chinchilla, and Rodrigo Arias. And remember they say, we only investigate figures of organized crime. This is una chiste. Again, another deputado. The DIS were spying on the deputado Jose Marino. And remember what Laura says, we only investigate figures of organized crime. It's mentiras 24 horas por día. Another, periodistas. They are spying persecution of periodistas in este país. Vamos a mi cara muy rápido. This is another reason that you do not receive information in this country. The Hermanos Arias, Laura Chinchilla, and Luis Paulino Mora, the Supreme Court, they are threatening the periodistas to not talk about chantejas, extorsión, violence, and beatings of the people here in Costa Rica. They are threatening their families. This is why you do not hear about this information. A lot of repression with the Hermanos Arias, the secret police, and the Supreme Court. Persecution of the periodistas. Vamos a su pantalla. A lot of persecution con los periodistas. I need los periodistas. And they say, Gary, problemas con los jefes de la nación. And this is Bourbon or algo. Okay? Remember, this is from the Assembly Legislativa, Oscar Arias, Laura Chinchilla, Rodrigo Arias, and the PLN. They order the presidential police, the DIS, to extort citizens and businesses. Big problems. Many victims. Also, okay, the presidential police. They assault the congressmen or deputados. And they say, we only investigate figures of organized crime. It's 24 horas de paja. This is the Arias and Chinchilla. They think we lie and steal and ustedes no pueden hacer ninguna cosa. We have total immunity. Okay, vamos a mi cara. They think they are above the law. They think they can steal, rob, beat people, and abuse the Constitution of Costa Rica. Many victims of the presidential police. Vamos a su pantalla muy rápido. And, yes. So, the Hermanos Arias, they say, we lie and steal and you can't do anything. Costa Rica, you can defeat fear. Ustedes pueden vencer miedo. Tiene fe en Dios and siempre, vamos a mi cara, and always defend your ideals. Always, all right?